Hello, folks. How's it going? Um, Short film review for you tonight. A film I watched last night called The Shrine. Um, this was a film I saw on that list. Again, Galansky's list. Cheers for that, mate. I'm forever thanking you, it seems. Yeah, it was called The Shrine. Did I just say that? Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, it was called The Shrine. And I did enjoy it, and it was Lovecraftian. It was Lovecraftian in a sense. I seem to be saying that a lot recently. It was Lovecraftian in a sense. It was. There was some weirdness to it. There was some cultishness to it. Cultishness, is that a word? I don't know. And there was some slight otherworldliness to it. And the story basically is some lad goes missing out, and I think they're out in Poland in the countryside in some weird village. And this news reporter speaks. She's contacted by a member of the family. This lad that's gone missing, and she goes to investigate. She takes her boyfriend along and a friend, and she goes to investigate the village or the area that this lad went missing in, and they discover some very strange locals, very creepy, acting in a very odd way. But what I will say about this film is it's like it's the most stupid. I say I got a posh when I said that. The most stupid. The decisions these characters make in this film, they're so idiotic, and it takes away from the film a little bit, but from the enjoyment. It was a bit cheesy. It was a bit cheap. There was one fella in it that I recognised, and I was sitting there thinking, where do I know him from? And he's the guy from he was in X-Men films. I think he was Iceman. I can't remember his name, his real name in the film. But yeah, he was in it, and he's the only face I recognised. But yeah, the decisions, I'm sitting there, and the film's playing out, and they make some stupid decisions. Like, you go to this creepy village, and there's all this weird cultish stuff going on with blokes in robes and people with guns and just creepy shit going on. And the locals come up to you really threatening, and are like, you leave now or we kill you or something. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, but you're going to leave. And somehow, I mean, the lad wants to leave, but somehow these girls rope him back into going back, exploring. And there's so many decisions like that when you're just like, no, you don't make that decision. I know it's a horror film. I know that does happen in other films, but it stuck out so much. Run that breath. It stuck out so much in this film. So many times it happened. And it got a little bit annoying. It really did. A little bit like me bloody coughing away through a video. Apologies. Oh, let me pause you for a minute, have a drink. Hold on. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Must have been bloody annoying to listen to. Anyway, where'd I get to? Yeah, some really stupid decisions all the way through this film. So there's that out of the way. Some very stupid decisions. Very annoying. But basically, the story was, and it'll be spoilers. I'm gonna tell it because there was a good little twist at the end. It was all right. You know what I mean? I didn't see it coming. Put it that way. But when they've gone back to the village because stupidly haven't taken the locals' advice to piss off and go away, they keep exploring. They come across this like strange mist in the woods, and the two girls venture into it stupidly. And they come across this statue, this sort of demonic looking statue. And it's quite a good bit actually, where one of the girls she's creeped out by it, so she walks sort of by the side of it, and she looks back at it, and the thing's sort of turned and it's looking at her, It was quite a good moment, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, they see this statue, the two girls, and they both just wander back out the woods. And then they go to leave, but they can't find the car. And then they stumble upon this little girl who says she's seen the fella they're looking for, the one that's gone missing, and leads them to this underground dungeon thing. Again, why I'm sitting there going, no, don't go in there. Don't follow the girl. There's red flags everywhere, you know what I mean? Anyway, they go to this dungeon, and there's these ritualistic fellas in robes. No, sorry, the girl locks them in there, and they've discovered some like coffins with people that have been killed, and they're all shriveled up and dried up, and they've got these like stakes through their eyes, like they're attached to this mask, which is what happened to the fella. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. The fella that's gone missing, you see him get killed at the beginning, so you know it's a flipping lost cause straight from the off. But oh shit, where'd I get to? Yeah, they discover some dead bodies, blah, blah, blah. They get locked in, and they manage to break out. But just as they're broken out, so the locals come chasing after them, and they run away. And they get captured, and so the girls get captured, taken back to this dungeon area, and the girl who is not the main character, she gets put through this ritual where they slice her like a what's the tendon on the back of your ankle? I don't know, but they slice that, and then they slice her wrists at some strategic places. And then they hammer this flipping mask onto her face. The stakes go through her eyes, and she's dead. And then they were about to do it to the other girls in the cell, having to watch all this. And in the meantime, her boyfriend, the bloke in the story, old Iceman, he's escaped from his pursuers, and he's found them in this dungeon, and he rescues them. And they run away to this. They find this house, and they go into this house because they want to try and find the keys to the car that's outside. So they go in, and they threaten the family inside. And this is another stupid thing. Oh, I couldn't get this right. Just get the keys and go. But no, they tie the family up. And then once they've tied the family up, then they ask them for the keys. And there's a lot of back and forth. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm back on track. Anyway, we're getting near the end of the film now. Anyway, what the twist was at the end, if you don't want to know the twist, turn off now. The twist was the girl then turns into like a demon. This is the girl, the boy, the fellow, the main girl in the story, the woman, the reporter who's investigating it. She turns into a fucking demon thing. I've got to admit at this point, it was quite late at night, and I actually nodded off a couple of times. So I think I missed a couple of little bits, but I didn't enjoy it enough to go back and watch it. I got the gist of it. Anyway, she turns into a demon, and they have to kill her. And the twist is, these guys in the village and the ritual people, they're not the bad guys. They're there to keep people away from the statue thing in the middle of the forest in the mist. Because if anyone gazes upon it, then they are possessed or whatever they phrase it. So that's the twist. And that's basically it. That's basically it. I can't say much more. I did enjoy it, generally, the idea, but the way it was executed was a little bit poor, a little bit cheesy, a little bit annoying, and bloody predictable, making stupid horror story decisions, horror film decisions. But it was all right. I think it's worth a look. And hey, I wasted my time on it, so I don't even know what to say. I'm flipping waffling. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. That's called The Shrine, a film called The Shrine. I think it was made in 2010, and it's got the lad. If you can't find it, starring a lad called Aaron Ashmore. Now that's the guy I was saying about who's in the X-Men films, played Iceman. So if you can't pinpoint that film, because I think there's a few films called The Shrine actually, it's starring Aaron Ashmore. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks for listening. Cheerio for now. Over and out.